Hello, 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 and good afternoon to you and you and you and even you on this beautiful, beautiful Sunday afternoon. I just wanted to come on real quickly. We're not going to be here too long unless you start asking questions, but we did want to come and talk to you a little bit about the upcoming masterclass that is happening, that it's starting. It's going to start on tomorrow evening at 7:30. Virtual doors open at 7 o'clock, and you are more than welcome to attend with us. We're going to be looking for you. Give us just a few moments. Looks like Facebook don't want us to be great this afternoon, but that's okay. We're still gonna do what we got to do. But the masterclass will start on tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock. We will also have the encore on next Saturday at 12 o'clock. So we want you to be able to be a part of that and join in with us. Tell somebody that we're on right now. We're talking about the class and what you can expect from the class. Um, and I apologize again. Looks like there's a little bit of delay with um, with the recording, but we're going to go ahead and get started. So go out there and tell some people that we're out there. We're available right now to have a conversation about the masterclass, because I do believe that it's important for all of us to know that there are other avenues out there that we can participate in that will empower us and increase us on a different level. And so please, please, please go out there and share, and like this recording. Like I said, we're not going to be on here too long, but we did want to tell people about the class and what they can expect out of it, because we've had several people that have reached out to us and said, they're interested in joining the class, but they just want to make sure that the class is for them. And I definitely understand that, because I have joined many different classes in my past and wasn't really sure why I was joining them, right? And so, I take it as a humbling to be able to offer this master class. It's one of many you're going to be seeing that's going to be happening at least once a month. We are doing this one virtually. We do have some events that's going to be coming up that's going to be in-person events, and we want you to be at those events as well. So for those of you that may be wondering who I am, if you haven't experienced me, I guess you would say, my name is Victoria Holland. I am the CEO, founder, and facilitator of Victoria Elevates. And it's elevated, not tolerant is this, right? Elevated, not tolerant means to rise above anything and everything that has held us down and has caused us to feel inadequate, my friends, and it's done so unpleasantly. But with you and I together, we can rise above that. And the reason is this: it's time for you to be empowered, embraced, and educated to be elevated and not tolerated. Because sometimes it's about being taught. Sometimes it's about walking into that newness to get into that place of understanding and clarity, right? And so one of the things with Victoria Elevates is that we want to empower other people, but we also want to embrace you in the place that you are right now. Because sometimes where you are right now is that place that needs to be cultivated. It needs to be enhanced, and it needs to be empowered, right? And so one of the things that takes place with that is understanding who you are, the authentic you, right? And so I wanted to come on and tell you just a little bit about the masterclass. The masterclass is tomorrow night at 7:30. Virtual doors open at 7. You can register up until 1 hour before the class begins. But you also have the opportunity, if you can't come on a Monday night, to join us on Saturday for an encore session at 12. Now, what does that mean? That means that you can register right now for the class. And this is three things that I want to tell you about that I don't want you to miss is this. What you don't want to miss about this class is personal growth. This masterclass is a gateway to your personal growth. It's a moment of self-reflection, self-improvement, and self-empowerment. We're going to unlock some untapped potentials that you've been hiding out with, right? Because sometimes it's about the development. Sometimes it's about somebody helping us understanding what personal growth truly looks like, right? The other thing is about community. You're going to be joining in with a with other people that's already registered for the class. And this is going to develop a community of for you to understand that you and I are not the only ones. There's other people out there in the midst of self-discovery and making connections with people that are truly concerned about their true outcomes, right? There's also the exclusive VIP package. If some of you want to purchase that, that gives you an extensive time with me, 90 minutes of an extended period of time where you and I will be talking about you specifically. Right? It's 90 minutes. You choose how you want to use it. But that's a VIP package that comes along with the class. So what does that mean? That means you register for the class, but you pay the additional fee to go ahead and get your VIP package, which includes that 90-minute session. The class itself is $35, and what you get is personal inside the group with us, right? But the other thing is convenience. I'm giving you the opportunity to not only be with us on Monday night, but to turn around and be with us again on Saturday afternoon. I understand about schedules. Trust me, I do. And this is the thing. I don't want you to miss out on the chance to elevate yourself. I don't want you to miss the opportunity to tap into your personal growth and happiness, because none of that's non-negotiable, my friends. And so even in the class, it comes with a part of laughter. There's going to be some times where you're going to be able to just crack up and have a good time and have a good conversation with us, right? It's a time for us to just relax, because one of the things that's in my class is that I don't want anyone to leave coming in one way and leaving the same way. I want you to be able to understand how important it is to develop the real you. Be impactful on your own journey. Look at the real you. Understand who you are right now. Sometimes we all get into that place of insecurities, right? Let's just be real honest. I just celebrated my birthday on Friday, and then with that came some laughter, but it also came with me remembering some things. And one of those things was that I was amazing. I was just, you got to pat yourself on the back sometimes and have a real conversation with yourself, right? The other thing that you might want to remember is that this is a time where everybody can just look. Let's just sit back and be comfortable. Let's look at each other on a different level. Let's understand who we truly are. Let's be impactful in our own journey, right? So many times we're not looking at our own selves. We're looking at the people and places and things that is around us that's causing us to feel a little inadequate. I don't want you to have that feeling. I want you to understand that being in this masterclass is going to be powerful, right? I'm going to give you some key steps that you can do, some things that you can activate right then when you come in the classroom. You don't have to worry about who's sitting in the joining virtual seat beside you. I want you to be focused on you, because I'm going to be focused on you. I'm going to be looking at you. I'm going to be understanding who you are and respecting that person. And that's what I want you to understand, that this class is for you. If you're one of those people like myself that has felt like you just didn't fit in, well, maybe it's not because you don't have that you shouldn't fit in. Can I be real with you? Don't worry about being that circle that's fitting into that square peg. Worry about being the most amazing person that you are. One of the things that we're going to talk about in the masterclass tomorrow night is about being you. What does you really look like? What is the definition of you? We're going to talk about that, because it's important when you're unleashing your inner, your authentic you. You got to know what that looks like, my friend. Yes, it's got to be something that's going to push you to that next level. One of the other things we're going to talk about is how to develop the you, right? Because we're always worrying about the why, but how about the you? So we're going to talk about how to develop the you. Because sometimes after age and things have happened in our life, we start shutting down and saying there's nothing else for us to do. Well, have you ever thought about what it looks like if you didn't do? But you got to understand who you are. You got to understand you. So you have to develop the you, right? One of the things that I love doing in the positive self building class is going down to the root, tapping into the root, right? And so in the class on tomorrow night, we're going to be talking about what's the root of why you can't be authentic. Let's be real. Let's have this conversation. I know some of you are getting out of church or are on your way to the second service, the third service, the fourth service. But can I ask you, what is it that keeps you from being authentically you? Well, we're going to talk about that tomorrow night because there's some things that's keeping you from being at that place. You can wear a mask all day long, baby. But when you start pulling out that mask and unveiling who you really are, the authentic you, there's something magical about understanding who that is. I don't know about you. It took me a minute to go back and figure it out. In one point of my life, I figured out it started when I turned 40, 20 years ago. What happened 20 years ago that made me realize that I was not being totally authentic about who I was? Boy, I can share some things with you in tomorrow's night's class. Matter of fact, I guarantee you I'm going to share some things with you. I'm going to be talking to you about from the real places that I've been through in my own life, right? Because this is a time where you understand that being you is important. When I wrote the book, the 40 and Fabulous Plus, Embracing the Art of Self-Care that's out there right now that was just recently released, one of the things that I realized that there was a lot of people out there that were fighting against the time of the process of time. I'm 40. Oh my, I can't do what I need to do. Can I be honest with you? I don't care if you're 40, 45, 145. There is always time to be the real authentic you. Tomorrow night, we're going to talk about that. We're going to introduce you to yourself. I'm telling you, some of my students that have been in my class, and we played some history videos this morning. There are some people in my class that can tell you that once you leave, you're not going to be the same. I have one student that was in our class, and she's on the video. She said she was no longer shy. She was a butterfly. She had flown. It wasn't about me. It was about the steps and the authentic information that I provide to my students, that safe haven where you can be real about yourself. Tomorrow night's class is going to be amazing. Can I tell you? It's absolutely amazing. It's going to be a good time when you come to the class. It's time for you to register, right? It's time for you to get involved in it. It's time for you to be a part of where we're going right now. I think it's important for all of you to understand just how important you can be to this process, how you can be important. Not everybody else, but how you're important to yourself, right? And that's one of the things that we're going to be doing tomorrow night in the class. How important are you to you? The class is all about unveiling you to you. It's not about unveiling other people, but how other people see what you see for yourself. Because that's a technique in itself. Being this authentic you leaves the door bound. It opens the doors of boundaries for people to really get to know you, right? Now let's be real. There's sometimes you don't need everybody in your corner. Matter of fact, we have a class that's coming up at the end of November. Building positive relationships, building positive relationships with people that have good intentions. We've been talking about boundaries for the last week on the motivational moments. We've been talking about setting good, effective boundaries. Well, we're bringing you the class, building positive relationships. We'll tell you more about that even in the class tomorrow night. Why that's important. Because it's not just enough to have people in your circle. It's important to have people that are going to have good intentions in your circle. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to get you prepared for going ahead and start understanding how important building good relationships are. Connections, divine connections. It's not just about the person you sit on the pew with. It's about the person that you don't even see. It's about the person that you don't even really know. But when you build positive relationships, my friend, you have to already know who you are. You already have to know who you are to you. And this is one of the things that we will be covering in the class on tomorrow night. There's so many things that I would love to tell you that you're going to experience tomorrow. But the one thing I can tell you is this: you will not be disappointed in who you are. You're going to leave that class knowing without a shadow of a doubt that you are special. You're going to leave tomorrow night knowing that through all things, you are going to be elevated to who you are, not anybody else. Guys, tomorrow night, if you have not registered, go ahead and register. Take a running leap into your own journey. Take a running leap into the real person that you are. Take a running leap in finding out what I need to do to be authentic, who I am. It's going to be amazing. The class is, so like I said, it starts at 7:30. Virtual doors open at 7. So that means you got a whole 30 minutes between getting into the classroom and getting situated. Bring your cup of coffee. I don't mind that at all. Be prepared. I'm not going to tell you. Anybody who has taken my classes know when you walk into that virtual room, it is on and popping. It's about you at that point. It's about you understanding what you're going to gain. It's about you. I want you to be able to unleash some things and at the end be elevated to another level. It's time. Now, this is a thing. If you are not ready to look at yourself for who you are at the moment that you are, then maybe you should still come to the class. See, somebody thought I was going to say, well, maybe this isn't the class for you. I totally disagree. I believe that there's so many other people out there that have classes that we all need to be attending. I'm sitting in the virtual studio today, finalizing some things that I want to make sure that you have an opportunity to see on tomorrow night. It's going to be fun, guys. I tell my students this all the time in the positive self-building class. I am the person who is going to remove those bandages that you've been having layered over for quite some time. I'm going to rip those bandages off. I'm going to tear them off of your skin. Your virtual skin will be exposed. And guess what's going to happen? I'm going to pour alcohol in it. And you say, but why alcohol? Because the infection has been there long enough. It's time to remove it. And we're going to start tomorrow night by some of you just attending the masterclass. Just attend it. I'm telling you, you're not going to be disappointed. It's not going to scare you. I promise nobody will bite you. I promise you that you will leave with an idea of who you really are and what you even may need to work on. I don't care what your age is. I don't care what your nationality is. I don't care what your gender is. I don't care about any of that. What I care about is letting people know that you know who you are. I want you to be able to dig in your own root. Let's pull out those weeds out of your garden. Let's rip them out. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tap out for the rest of the evening. We do have Uncensored Conversation coming up this evening. My guest is the phenomenal, the one and only Katrina Reese will be my guest tonight. She will be talking about her journey, what she's doing. Some of you remember her from the Coaches on Parade that's coming back in 2024. But Katrina Reese is my guest tonight. I want you to be able to join us. Join us here tonight at 7 o'clock. Guys, there's a lot of things that's happening, and I don't want you to miss it. But this is one thing I want to tap in. I want just to share with you just again, just so that you'll be able to see and be able to identify what the class is. Okay, I love to dance to my music, right? But I want you to join us tonight. Like I said, Katrina Reese is my guest tonight. We have a slew of folks that are coming to the program. We want you to be able to tap into Uncensored Conversation, guys. It's also we're waiting for the publishing end of the process for stop walking on eggshells, on releasing, breaking the barriers. I'm sorry, breaking the barriers on people pleasing. The book is ready. We're just waiting for them to give us the go ahead to release it. To those of you that are not aware what that is, you still have time to even purchase that. And this is what it looks like. Okay, guys, just want to, I just love dancing, right? What can I say? All right, so guys, come back tonight at 7 o'clock and be with us. I can tell you that Elevation Moments are back. We are back every day, except for one day. We're going to take one day a week and we're not going to be on. But this week, we're going to start a series. Our series is What's on Your Table? You don't want to miss it. I guarantee you. All right, guys, we'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock. For those of you that are joining us on our other early morning social media, please continue to do so. We look forward to seeing you. We're tapping into some areas early in the morning. It's 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning, guys. So if you want to be with us, just follow along with us. You'll see the notifications come out on YouTube. You'll see some of them pop out here on Instagram. You'll see some of them pop here and there. But I can guarantee you that you will be able to catch us at different various times throughout the 24-hour period. I'm taking a running leap with what God has given me, and I'm going to go all the way for the gusto, guys. And I want you to be a part of it. So join us tonight at 7 o'clock, and then go ahead and make sure you register for class for tomorrow night. Yes, the Masterclass. Go ahead and register. It's still open, and we're looking for you. Have a great day. We'll see you at 7.